I believe one of the best ways to get through the tough moments in life is by seeing how others get through the same challenges as you. And let's be honest, job searching definitely one of the toughest challenges which we all have to face at some point. So in this video, I'm here to support you on this journey. I'll share what helped me to get through the ups and downs of the job search process and what I'm sure will be useful for you too. First thing which we all need to remember, the job seeking process is really hard, emotionally destabilizing for those of us who has feelings. So rejections when we are doing covering letters, rejection when we are trying to just send the application on every stage of job seeking process, on the first, second or third interview when we get rejected, it's really hard for us to get. I can say for sure that on any level it is emotionally disturbing. And from my point of view, the hardest thing, at least it was for me, when you are searching for a job is to be, I'm not saying positive, but to stay with the understanding that this is just a part of the process, that it is really harsh for almost all of us. So, and this idea is helping a lot. So the first idea which we all need to remember while we searching for a job is that it is really harsh process for us. So I remember myself, it was the hardest thing is to get rejections, to face them, to be positive about the whole process, that eventually I will get the job and eventually it will end. But through the process of rejection after rejection, it was really tough. So remember, this is the part of the process. The second thing, which I suppose is important, you need to get as much support during this period as possible. From my point of view, this process is very energy consuming. You, in a mental and even in the physical way, might be. So you need to understand that during this time, you'll feel lots of stress. And during this process, knowing that you will have this stress, you need to find ways to reduce it as much as possible and to find something which can help you to go through all of this. So the second thought is that it is really important to be supportive to yourself, to seek help, to seek support during this period. And remember that this is totally fine. So you can watch some videos on YouTube where somebody is telling how to get through this process or telling their story of how they search for a job, and ask your friends how was it during that period of time when they were searching for a job. You can tell them, your friends or your relatives or anybody, how you feel during this process. It is just from psychological perspective better for your mental health to just get the support or just understanding from other people that you are experiencing this in your life. And if you will do this, if you will seek for support, it will help a lot to get through this and even to get through this process faster. So the second thing is, remember, during this period, this stressful period, you need lots of support. So organize your life so you could have all the support you need. The third thing which is important is to go through this process with somebody. And I mean, it might be career specialist who can help you to make your CVs better, to rewrite it maybe, and just to be with you side by side on this journey. And this other person who also want to help you to get the job, the desirable job, is unimaginably helpful. So this is really important, but please don't think that if you don't have money for the career specialist, that this advice is not for you. Because even though might be that you have a therapist and you go to the psychiatrist or something like that, it's also good to talk about these problems there. But not even paid specialist can support you. I talked about relatives or friends, but we have tool which is supportive as hell. It is ChatGPT or alternatives. So you can talk about your problems with the AI, and it is totally free and it is really helpful. I am using it on everyday basis, and I also am seeking for the support there. It's totally fine. And it is really important to get this support during this journey. But of course, the real specialist can help you to move faster. So the third thought is that you really need somebody, at best it might be the career specialist, who will help you on this journey, who knows how to do it eventually. And anyway, it might be as well also the free tools like ChatGPT. The fourth thing, which is really, really important, is that it is so much easier to look for a job and to go through this process if you have savings for 2 or 3 months, which is the average for job seeking process. It is significantly reducing your stress level while you will search for a job. You will feel that you don't need to chase the every possibility, the every offer which they give you. You will make your decisions freely based on your preferences. Because remember, this process is for both sides. For the company, they are looking for a specialist, and from your side, where you looking for the job and the company and for money which they will pay you. And you are the same here. But sometimes when we are looking for a job, it is like we are small little person which are looking for money for job, and they are big corporations and they can reject me or be our savior and give us an offer. But that's not true. That's better for companies to think like that, but it's better for you to think and remember that they also might desire you on your position. And it also important for you to remember that, to feel that you have money to live, and they could not pursue you to a lower salary or worse working conditions. So these savings will help you to get through this process and to get the best offer which you can get. And also your savings will help you on a stage of negotiations about the salary of your offer. Because as you might know, I didn't, the negotiation process is the most important of all of them. Because when you get or starting to get offers, you can, on this stage, you can increase and sometimes significantly increase the salary which you will receive when you'll get the job. So from my experience, I can say that I increased my salary, which I started to receive in the company, increased like for 60%, because I had 3 or 4 offers at that current stage of negotiations, and I started to negotiate, and it really worked. So this is important. I had savings, so it allowed me to go through this process more calmly. So the fourth thing, save some money for 2-3 months of job searching. And the final thing, which I think is really important, maybe the most important thing from all, and what I experienced while I was looking for a job, is that not your qualification matter when you are searching for a job. Your appearance is matter, how you look and how you present yourself, and your communication skills. So these two things are significantly more important than your real qualification, than your real skills. After 8 years in marketing, I moved from the idea that my qualification matter, that results which I'm bringing in matter, to the idea that much more important for those who hire me is who am I as a person, how my soft skills are, how I communicate and what I say and how I say it and how I look also. So from my experience, people who interviewed me were just people, and they were affected by the cognitive biases which we all affected. So this is really important to remember, that this is not the process in theoretical way where the best specialist by his knowledge is hired. No, this is a process where people who are affected by the cognitive biases, as well as all of us, they are hiring you based on their perception, and they even might not understand the marketing really well, because you are the specialist, right? They are specialists in different field, and even though they might not understand how effective you are as a worker, they need to somehow make a decision, and they will base their decision on that information which they have at the moment. And first of all, this is how you look. If you look good, usually people at the first sight, they think that might be you are a good specialist because you have time to look good. If you look good, they think that you are more competent. This is just the cognitive bias. This is just the thing which might not correlate with the real life, but this is the process which is happening inside the head of the HR, and you need to remember that. And also you need to remember that the communication which you have, the communicative skill which you have, also important, because they didn't see you in the process of work, but they see how you are acting in the process of interview. And you can even remember some of answers on some of common questions which they ask on the interviews, and it might be not entirely true, and it will be effective in terms of will you get the job or not. I suppose it's not how it should be, but it is how it is. And really different things is important when you are looking for a job. So yeah, the final idea is that you need to understand the processes which are happening in the interviews and what really matters there. Of course, when you'll get the job, your qualification will matter, but not on the process of seeking for a job. And you need to remember that. In conclusion, remember, job seeking process is really hard for all of us. And I want to support you on this journey because I felt the same. It was really hard for me. I needed lots of support, but I didn't know that I need this support and that this process is really energy consuming. But I know now, and I know that you will get the job eventually, even though sometimes it feels like you will not. You will, everything will be great, but you need to get through this dark time. And I hope that even a little, this video might help you to get through this. And there are lots of different videos where you can find more theory about this process of searching for a job, how to do it right nowadays, and what to do and what to write in your CV. This is also helpful, and I did it myself when I searched for a job, and I will do it myself right now because soon enough I also will search for a new job. Thank you for watching. Remember, this is the hard process. You're not alone. Everybody feels like that during this process. This is okay. That's fine. So good luck. Good luck, and I hope that you will get the desirable job eventually. Thank you.